The Life of Chuck is out in theaters, new film from Mike Flanagan, who made things like The Haunting of Hill House, Gerald's Game, Doctor Sleep, and seems to have become sort of the guy for Stephen King adaptations. And this is one. It adapts a short story of Stephen King, which actually isn't a typical for him horror story for once. The movie stars Tom Hiddleston, Jacob Tremblay, Benjamin Pajak, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Karen Gillan, Mia Sara, Carl Lumbly, and Mark Hamill. It is told in 3 acts out of order. We start with Act 3, then Act 2, then Act 1. And the setup for this story is that the world seems to be on the brink of total collapse. Natural disasters, armed conflicts, ecological problems, immigration, the internet shutting down. Amidst all of this, Marty, a school teacher, tries to reconnect with his ex-wife Felicia, who is a nurse, and together they want to figure out who is the mysterious Chuck Krantz, whose face keeps appearing in weird thank you billboards and ads all over the world. So the film has been described as life-affirming and inspirational, and in a way it certainly is, even if it does dip into sentimentalism quite a bit. I think that its key advantages are the performances. Everyone in the film is great. I especially enjoyed Benjamin Pajak as young Chuck. Kid's amazing. Matthew Lillard shows up for a single scene and almost steals the entire show with an excellent little role. And in general, there's a lot of sort of small bits played by character actors who are very memorable. And Hiddleston is actually in the movie far less than I expected, but the entire film hinges on a dance scene involving him, and he knocks it out of the park there. I think that sequence was very easy to mess up in all these different ways, and without it, really the whole movie just collapses. But thankfully, it does work, and in large part thanks to Hiddleston himself. I did also like the vibrant colors of the film and its messaging about living your life the best you can and sort of finding value in whatever you do. However, I'm not as wowed by the movie as a lot of the people online seem to be. And I think for me, 2 things prevent it from being truly great instead of just okay. One is the fact that the movie, I think, pretends to be more profound than it actually is. Once you figure out what's going on, and for me that was towards the end of the first act, or Act 3, however you want to call it, it becomes sort of obvious what the movie is going to do next. And yet you can't help but feel there are moments in the film which are supposed to be these aha moments for the audience, where things click into place and you admire the movie for its cleverness. Whereas for me, they were expected and predictable, and so they had less impact. Plus, when the film ended, I actually asked myself, is that it? That's all there is to it? But I suppose I could ironically answer myself paraphrasing one of the best lines in the film. That's it. That's why God made the world. The second issue with the film for me was that the opening act planted such a profound sense of dread within me that I wasn't able to shake it off for the rest of the runtime. And so the following message of hope and positivity sort of bounced off it. The first act is simply a little too good with how it presents this bleak, slow, gradual collapse of society, which is something I am incredibly afraid of in the coming years, and I fear there may be no avoiding some level of that at this point. So I was just very impacted by it, by the anxiety that it caused. And when the movie then tried to tell me, oh, but don't worry though, things are great, my brain went, what are you talking about? How can I not worry? So yeah, there you have it. I do think it's a decent enough movie and deserves a viewing, even just for that dance sequence, and really even just for the entire Act 2, because I think it is the shining point of the film. Really memorable stuff. But is it really a masterpiece, as one of the quotes on the poster tries to claim? I don't think so.